scary that people on here are allowed to do this shit. Like to poor Lisa, every single one of them went at her. It's disgusting. And like I turned around and said, I sat back and I watched Alex for myself, and he was nothing like she was making out to be. And I've said to everybody, and everybody about to me, please, before you have an opinion on anybody, sit back and watch that person first. Because that's the true person you'll see. And I used to watch Alex secretly, and he's a decent guy.
Do you know what it is for me? Like, and this end about, I don't believe that Delusive Angie is the worst on the app. If I'm going to be totally honest with you, there's a lot of people, but you need to make everyone accountable for the same thing. You know what I mean? Like saying you can't just forgive one person for one thing and the same person do another thing and that's exactly the same, and you want to support that. It's just not the same. It's not fair because people don't know where you stand. I'd rather be with people that I know where I stand than be with a bunch of people that I'm lost. You know, you get lost.
I agree with you.
Yeah. And there is part of me that believes that if Alex and Hayley...
Maybe we can buy this one, Nanny.
Just one?
If Alex and Hayley were still friends, I don't think Hayley would have gifted Angie.
Sorry,
Can I say something quickly? She tried to, yourself tried to pretend that one of my family members had rung her. And with my family, if we got any problems, we'll all get together. So I had them all in my house yesterday. Not one of my family member rung that woman. They don't know her. They didn't know who I was on about. Or anything. She's a liar. Absolutely born liar. She tried to say, because she'd come in Katie and Angie's box with me and apologise, she went the next day and tried to say, me and Shell sorted things out. I went back into her box, we haven't sorted nothing, and stick your apology up your ass. I don't want nothing. She's evil. I've done nothing to that woman, only supported her.
Yeah,
I heard that.
I understand that.
About that.
But then, like my family said, why would I let someone that's is a nobody on a pisshead mess about with my mental health?
Well, that's it. You have to protect yourself first, Shell. Always protect yourself.
The trouble is, it stays with you, though, doesn't it? It's not something you can just brush off.
No, I know.
Especially when she's doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like, it kind of brings it back and you're shut down and it's hard.
Exactly. Right, listen, let's get back on track here, though. We're talking about what Hayley's done today, and people are upset because of the situation. If you're like putting yourself as an advocate of being that for that, do you know what I mean? Like I would stand up close to my out of SA, like she's got close to her out DV. If we're all going to stand up and say these things, and then we go and gift somebody who has done nothing but mocked it, people are going to call people out, regardless of what anyone says.
And the way I see it, people that have got Live Pro, they're like advocates sort of thing for TikTok. They're like the face of TikTok.
Well, I don't think they are either. I think the people
I just can't think of a better way to say it. But then if you put Angie in that bracket of Live Pro, how is she someone that's can be an advocate for TikTok?
I know.
I think
what is it she does for I know obviously she makes money for them, but she doesn't stand for anything.
Listen, whoever sits with her. I'm just seeing what you said, Frankie. But I'm just saying, for somebody to come on here and have told the story and the community to be behind you because you're standing up for what they believe in and what's happened to them because they can relate to you, how can you then go and do what you've done this morning by gifting her? To me, it's an insult because all you're doing is you're actually just saying to them, well, yeah, that's in your face, and the community is going to sit back and think, what the fuck?
But I also think there's an element of disgust as well, because obviously Alex and Hayley were really close, and then it just seems really queer that, they've had a bit of work to do, and she's doing that, and I just find it a bit...
I think if they were still friends, she wouldn't do it.
No, I don't think so.
There's no way.
And I don't like that because I find that snaky behaviour, and I don't like snaky behaviour.
That's why I said she was smirking.
Yeah, but we can't come on here and have morals and then pick and choose our morals.
No.
Do you know what I mean? You can't do that. You just can't do that. So this morning, for people that was coming in and disappointed, they had every right, in my opinion, because it's her community. She's got to speak to her community, but they've got every right to be disappointed in a person that's gone and gifted a woman that has done nothing but mock DV.
I don't think KJ knows she's in the room.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
I was sitting. Oh, bless her. Oh.
Well,
For
apparently,
me, it
once
was
that
the
once
fact
once
that Angie said so much about Haley herself.
I know.
So sorry, I was sitting working while I was waiting in the box. I'm so, and then I didn't look. I was just looking at what I was doing. Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Just quickly, Alex. While I just wanted to ask Alex a question while he's in the box because I actually. So I sit in your room all the time. I've actually kind of been with you from the start, even before you left her and everything.
Yeah.
I just want to know, from in terms of like,
ask it, KJ, hurry up.
I feel you stand on her with a lot of business. Like you went back once, but that's kind of it. You've never really gone back other than that. And I think you do fully hold her to account. So when shit's there, whatever. But how do you feel truthfully when you watch Friends? All right, TikTok friends, whatever you want to fucking call them. That they're going in her box and being friendly to her and being really... And I'm not just talking like where some of them say trolling her. I'm talking about being actually nice to her.
For me,
I find it really tough.
Do you know why? Because I see people differently for what they are and their standpoint on things. Like I know people always saying, I know where this gets directed to. It gets directed towards Corey, but Corey doesn't lie to me. You see, so when people don't lie to me and tell me, that they're here and they just want to be on here for money and it's money, and they're going into these lives because they know it's going to benefit their lives, which is about money, right? And at the end of the day, how can I then start slagging someone off for someone being honest to me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I
there's a difference.
it's about slagging off for me, Alex.
No, but there's a massive difference, KJ. There's a massive difference, right? From people jumping in Angie's live that are associated or friends with me, then going and making a standpoint online and say they're an advocate for something. And if you need to speak to me regarding your DV, my inbox is open. But in the next breath, you're there going to support someone that's promoting DV and laughing about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a massive difference there.
And again, I actually fully... I can't agree more with that. I can't, Alex. Like, I really can't. I think it's really hard when people say, like, about, your mental health. But sometimes, when you're watching this and if you've got nothing else, and I'm not talking from me, but I'm talking from people I've listened to. And if you've got nothing else, it's really hard for people to understand where people lie properly. I think even like when Luke goes in there, and I know Luke doesn't go in there to be friendly, but even like then when he was like friendly with Canadian Angie, but then Canadian Angie, I just feel this app's really hard for people that don't have a lot, that invest a lot in this app, and then don't really get back what they're investing in. I'm not even talking about money necessarily. I think it's really difficult because I sometimes don't think people see their rooms and themselves sometimes as actually advocates for whatever it is. It doesn't even, it's even just like if you say you've got a safe room and then you go and do these things, unfortunately your room then isn't safe. It's just something I kind of really wanted to ask in terms of like when you say that you put trust in people, like now with Hayley, you must be slightly hurt by things like of going, okay, we were friends and now this, because to me it would hurt me. It would hurt me, and
Definitely.
I mean, maybe that's why I'm never going to be a streamer. I'm going to be honest, because I couldn't do all of this mixy shit.
That's why I've taken a lot of time off the app over the last couple of weeks. I've spent days off it, like may go on for an hour, but I just I try and protect myself as much because it's down to me.
I find it absolutely funny there. I mean, obviously we all gonna support the creators that we like, you know what I mean? That's just a fact. That's the app. We know that for a exact. But someone saying in the chat there that I threw Hayley under the bus. Let me tell you now, I could say a lot in these boxes, but I'm not gonna because I don't want to create a circus. And I guarantee you in the end, I look like the fucking, the good one. But you know what? I ain't here for that. I ain't here for this argument. I ain't here for a back and forth with Hayley. All I'm doing is stating facts, a few facts. You know what I mean? Like no one can come in this box and challenge me. You're mad.
I'm here to challenge you, actually, Alex.
Come on, Lottie, let's go.
Hi, Lottie.
No, I just want to make a point about what that lady just said about if people are going into your room and they think it's a safe room. No room on Drama Talk is a safe room. If you are watching a Drama Talk live, you have got to know that something might pop off, that somebody might come in and say something mad. And
I agree.
You have to look after your own mental health.
Yeah.
And if you're having a really bad day, if I'm having a really bad day, I go and watch videos of cats. I don't come onto Drama Talk. So please don't ever think that any creator that you follow or you like, please don't think if they're on Drama Talk that it's going to be a safe room, because it just isn't.
Can I just say, so I do agree with roughly what you're saying for Drama Talk, but then another way of looking at it is that, yes, okay, so no room on Drama Talk can be safe, but you do have the rooms that you feel safe in.
Yeah, like this one.
Yeah, like this one. And this is Drama Talk too, because she can do.
And Alex's.
Mine ain't safe. Never not safe. Can't be never safe. Never safe my room.
Listen, Alex, I love your banter and when you bring the photos up and you've got the music. It's pretty.
Yeah, I understand.
Pretty safe. And your comments are quite supporting. They're not too badly trolling.
But I think the problem is somebody just said in the comments that some rooms are more triggering than others.
Yeah.
For you, they might be, but everybody's triggers are different.
No, it won't.
So something that might trigger just Nanna, so she won't go in that room, I don't find triggering, so I will. And you know where we get the conflict in the communities, because you have Angie's community saying that, well, Angie doesn't trigger me. And for me, I have Corey's community and Alex's, where I say I don't always agree with what they say, but it doesn't trigger me. So even though I might feel that this room is more triggering, everybody has different triggers.
Can I just give an example?
Yeah.
So I said in the comments, that's the only reason that I popped up. It's basically like Fact Freak gifting Diageo.
Yeah.
Like that would.
Yep.
That would. It's just. It doesn't make any sense.
Yep, it doesn't, and I think that was the point of when people's coming up. Like I understand what Lottie's saying, I understand what you all saying, but you all have always got to protect your own mental health, and where you feel safe just being there. I do agree on that, but like this morning, because people were disappointed because her room is about her story and what she's gone through, and women relate to it, and men, that when she's gifted a woman that has spoke really bad on DV, that's why people are disappointed in. But you're going to have to, if you are a live creator on here, you're going to have to accept that people are going to come in and question you on that.
I'm going to jump down.
Thank you, Lottie. Thank you so much,
Big
darling.
love, Nanna. I love you, Alex. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Lottie. Bye.
Can I say something?
Of course you can, Karen.
I'm not gonna speak on the situation because I don't know it, but all I will say is I don't invest my time in rooms that I know I won't get the satisfaction of going in there. So I think it's about people watching their own self and looking after their own mental well-being, because if you know a place is gonna upset you or trigger you, just don't go in there.
I agree, Karen. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Somebody saying in the comments, nobody should be disappointed. Hayley can do what she wants with her own money.
She can.
Well,
It's not
that's
about
true.
the money.
Absolutely, she can. However, people that have sat in Hayley's lives and watched her be hurt and really upset by things that have been said to her and said about her, and that have then gone and defended her, have got the right to say, I'm very surprised Hayley's gifting delusive.
Yeah, of course they have.
What the fuck just happened? then?
I just
I don't know.
Can I just remind everyone, if you're in there, can you please drop a heart, may tap the screen up, and put a comment in the algorithm. Thank you, I'm gonna go now.
Still like Kieran, man.
Bye.
Following
Nana,
you.
without shocking
Pick up
you,
Alex.
you have over
Right,
1,000 people in here.
Oh, I knew there would be people in.
Hi, just Nana.
Hi. Hi, Chloe.
I just wanted to jump in and say, like, I've seen a few people saying about Evil Queen in the comments and stuff. So, the way I'm looking at it, DA and Evil Queen have both said things about Hayley. Would they have the same energy if Hayley was gifting Evil Queen? The ones that like DA? Would
Yeah,
they
I would be really shocked, and I would think, wow.
Yeah, I'd still be
Yeah.
shocked.
I would.
Yeah. So
She
that's
said that she
what I
was never
wanted.
going to. Oh, sorry. Because she said, Hayley said she would never sit with someone. When we're talking about EQ, Hayley did say that she would never sit with someone like EQ when she said the worst on her children and all that lot. So actually, it is a bit hypocritical. She's done, DA's just said as much, but she's gone in there and gifted.
And that's what I wanted to point out. That,
Yeah, I didn't even
DA
think of
has
that.
said stuff about her kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Just spoke about her DV. So to me, Hayley stands on morals, and if she's gifting people like that, then she's just showing people that she doesn't stand on morals.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's it. I don't have an issue with anyone on the app. I don't take it serious, so I don't. But I just think people who are sticking up and saying, "Oh, well, Hayley can gift who she wants to." Well, if it was someone else like Evil Queen that Hayley was gifting, would they still be saying, "But Hayley can gift whoever she wants"?
I mean, I think the people that support Hayley will it's up to them now whether they accept what Hayley said, that she done it for the reason she said, and they're quite happy to say, well, do you know what, she's a better person than me because I couldn't have done that. But they'll either go on to continue to support her or they won't. So basically, we were just having a discussion in here in a really small room about, wow, that's strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not the gifting or anything. The big thing is like Alex said, Hayley is someone that voices that she is there to stand for DV survivors. And, she offers her room as a safe space for people to go and talk about it and things. If she wasn't that, if she was just, say, I don't know, say Andrea, for example, because I can't think of anyone else. Now, if Andrea gifted Angie, I would be still shocked. But Andrea doesn't stand for, she doesn't do a room and say, right, this is what my room stands for, and then goes and gifts somebody like that.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's what
Andrea.
it's like to me. Say just Nanna went and gifted the likes of Evil Queen. I don't think, has Evil Queen ever said anything about you, just Nanna?
Well, I wouldn't even anyway. The things that she said about children and other things, there's no way I'd go in there and gift her at all.
So if you were to gift her, then your community would be probably upset the same way as everyone's upset because who likes Hayley, and she's gifting someone who a lot of people don't agree with things that she said, and I just think that people need to stop being...
Alex had gifted delusive.
Thank you, Pam.
Yeah.
It feels a bit like that to me.
Yeah. Winning.
Yeah, because Alex stands on his words, and he's never went into Delusive's room again from they fell out, and he always says, "I'll never go back into that room," and he stands on that, And I seen Hayley gifting Delusive this morning, and even Delusive was like, "Is that the real Hayley? That has to be a fake account." She was even shocked about it, So I think that's why people are so maybe upset with Hayley. like I says, I don't take that serious. You know,
I'm old enough to be Hayley's mum, to be honest. And I think when Hayley got some of the horrible trolling that she got, and when Delusive and other creators, anybody said really bad things about Hayley and about her kids and whatever, I felt very protective of her, because I thought she did good entertainment on the app. I enjoyed what she did, and I defended her in comments and whatever.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to jump down. Just Nana, thank you for letting me up. Sorry for interrupting you, sir.
No, you are
I just found it a bit shocking, but it is what it is. It's an app.
Do you know?
I mean,
for me,
nothing.
Oh, go on, Kieran.
Nothing surprising me on there. This is why I don't ever get. I'm only invested in 4 people. They know who they are, and that's because I like what they do. I put my time and effort. The rest of them, I'm sorry, you don't know where. There's some people I know where I've done, but there's some people I don't, and that's why I don't invest my actual belief in half the people on this app, because one day they could be falling out, the next day you could be seeing them in the box. That's why I don't take any of it seriously. I'm sorry I went on a bit of a rant, but you know what I mean.
No, you're right, Kieran.
You are right,
It's
Kieran.
Nanna.
You're very wise.
Can I say I'm sorry?
No, Irene, listen, we was all talking about it anyway, because people are shocked and people are going to be shocked. And when people are turning around and saying, but it's not up to you what she spends the money on. No one's telling anybody what they can spend the money on.
No, that wasn't the point of it.
About the money, put that to aside. What it is that you stand up for DV and people relate to you because of your morals, and you stand on people and like against DV, but then you've gifted Delusive. Forget about the money side of it. It's who you sent that to.
Yeah, it wasn't the money side of it at all. It was the principle of why, when somebody slated you and put you down to the ground like she had with Hayley, it weren't the fact of her gifting her, it was the principle and the moral of why did you gift her after what she said about you. So it weren't really about the money, it was about the fact that she slated her and even called her a rug dealer, like a rug taker yesterday.
You can't stand for something and then gift someone who stands for the polar opposite of what you stand for.
Well, it's like Lucy said a lot about me, a hell of a lot about me, right? That's like me turning around and saying, right, she's gone for Live Pro. I'm going to be the better person when you're a gifter. Absolutely fucking no. No way would I come say that I've got a room for everybody in here and then to go over and gift Delusive on the back of what she's done and said.
Can I answer this comment? Somebody's like, why didn't you ask her instead of running your mouth? Have you been in there long? She came in the box, love, okay? And we did ask her, okay?
Can I just say, we was talking about it, and we are allowed to talk about things that go on the app because it's on the app. We was talking about it, saying that people are going to be disappointed. And for another thing, she came in the box. So she was able, and she came in the box. So you can't run with anything like that. She came in and then she went in the box and she told her side. But still, what she said, say that she's going to be the better person, people still don't understand it. It's not an excuse. When you stand on something and you stand for representing for people that's gone through DV because you've been through it yourself, and people are relating to you and stick with you because they relate to you so much, why on earth would anybody then go and gift a woman that comes on here constantly and fucking mocks it?
Can I say something as well, right? I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it with chest, right? Even if it was misread, even if it was Luke, we know Alex wouldn't, so I can't even put Alex in that equation. I would have the same feeling, the same view. Sorry, but I would. If misread went in there and misread gifted her and Luke gifted her, I'd have the same view.
Like, I don't even understand, and I like Luke as a person, I like him. I do not understand why he goes and sits in her room, even if it's to have a go at someone else in there. I don't understand how he can go and sit in there.
The thing is,
I just say that
as far as
people
this
have been
goes with
saying
Hayley,
about... Sorry,
As far as this goes with Hayley, I'm still not ever going to turn round and say Hayley does this, Hayley does that, Hayley's crap at what she does, because she's not. I loved what Hayley does. I like Hayley as a person. However, I feel a bit, I don't know if it'll be the same.
No, do you know what it is,
know what I mean?
Jacqueline? Do you know what it is for me today? It's, like I said, people go talking about money and this. The money's the absolute irrelevant thing. Even if she went in there and dropped one rose, it's absolutely irrelevant to this whole situation.
Exactly.
In my situation, do you know one thing that really fucking annoyed me? Was the fact is there was people in the chat saying, "Oh, we stand with you, Hayley, and what you did, fair play," and then spamming purple hearts, which is a mockery. I'm sorry. It's for me to look at that there, where the purple hearts everyone knows stands for obviously DV, and you then saying you're supporting someone that promotes it and laughs about DV, and then spamming purple hearts. I think you're taking the piss. I'm going to be real with you.
And that's what we were saying, though, Alex. It wasn't the fact of the the gifting side of it. It was the moral side of it. Do you understand?
Like, we'd all be saying the exact same thing. We'd all be saying the exact same.
Turns, if you've spoke, just let. I've been spoke over. I don't know how many times. I'm sorry
come on,
for
Joel,
getting a bit
you speak.
ratty.
No, come on, you speak, Joel.
Like people comparing going into Hayley going to delusives, or if it was EQ. EQ doesn't stand by DV. It just does that make sense?
It does, Jules. I know what you're saying.
I think you're talking about like an advocate for it. You know what I mean? Doesn't
and
say that there. You know, you can come to me, my safe space. I'll support you, and you know that sort of thing. I understand that.
Yeah,
I agree with you that as well.
You know, as somebody who has been through DV, I don't think I'd, and I know this might sound really silly now, but I don't think I'd go into Hayley's live now.
Yeah, a lot of people have said the same thing.
And that is my choice. Just
to what annoys. Sorry, go on.
The problem is, guys, let me just be real now with you all. The problem is, you're entitled to your opinion. So people coming in here and slagging you off, saying you shan't say that, you can't say that. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. It's like the people that support Hayley. That's their opinion. That's fair enough. That's no problems. And like the end of the day, you can't say you should respect people's opinions because they support Hayley, but then like drag you for having your opinions. Doesn't work that way. We're all entitled to fucking, you know, have our own opinions. It's facts.
That's what we were saying.
And it's like you've got the people that seem to think that we're doing this because it's to do with the money. It's not. If someone said to us, "Oh, Hayley's just been in Angie's box and had a conversation with her," we'd still be having this exact same discussion because it's the fact that it was in Angie's.
I still think Hayley might be doing it for her own mental health. She's took a lot of hits recently from...
Yeah, she has. And I felt so much for her because...
But Delusive doesn't take no prisoners, does she? She's that isn't going to gifting her as much.
I don't know, Nikki. You might be a really nice person, but that comment is doing that is only going to make her get a more fucking backlash. So I don't understand where they're coming from. You know.
And also, why would you? Why would you?
Is it? It's the community she has behind her. She has a lot of support. She has a big community. So maybe it's not just gifting Delusive, it's gifting the community to try and stop any backlash coming from them.
I get that.
I see it in the chat there saying, "Who's it gone? Who cares? Oh, Alex, get a life, mate. Trying to control women and what a typical narc. I don't control anybody, but I'm entitled to my opinion. Why is it any man on this app, straight man at that, why any straight man has an opinion on this app they're trying to control and they're a narc?
You're not trying to control everyone, Alex. We know that. They're just idiots.
Weird people, man.
Hi, my little babbies. I've just come up here, sorry, to say I do never have an opinion on anything. No, that's all I wanted to say, because, listen, I just sit back, observe, and I do never say a thing.
You have the quietest room on TikTok, Pearl.
I have. Hey, wait, you see what's happening tonight at 5 o'clock, and it's sad as well. As horrible, but 5 o'clock.
Oh, so what's going on?
Everyone report Pearl's live at 5.
Yeah. But no, it really is.
Real pricing,
On your
real
kids'
box
lives, there's some genuine, sad news that everybody needs to hear, but there's also, you're not going to want to miss it anyways.
Yeah.
But on my kids' lives, I'm not joking, there's some genuine sad news.
Oh.
Is there?
Oh.
So, listen, I'll go back down, I'll sit in the comments and not have an opinion, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Bye, babies.
Bye.
Which one do you want, Frankie?
Do you know what frustrates me? Like Alice has just said, people are allowed to have their own opinions, and when people are jumping in and saying, well, you don't know this and you don't, we can have an opinion, for fuck's sake. All we was talking about purely was people are going to be disappointed that she's gone and gifted a woman that's mocked TV and she stands on her morals. So people are going to say that. I don't care.
Like,
what
I
anyone
don't think
says.
anyone in this room has slated her per se. It is just a shock of the situation.
I honestly think, right, Kieran's up and down like Bonnie Blue's arse. I need up for him. You look a bit excited.
Jesus Christ.
No, don't play again, God.
I wanted to say something because I'm not very good at interrupting.
Basic junkie down.
I think people are getting confused because the thing is that Hayley's not a drama talk creator, right? What she does is talk about true crime, it's fact-based stuff, right? It's about education, and that requires trust. So it's not that people think it's a safe room and they're stupid because that, you know, they should know if they come to drama talk that it's not going to be safe. Yeah, everyone knows that. But the point is, if your credibility relies on trust and the fact that you're kind of aware of what's going on, then you either just don't get involved in doing stuff like that. Like, there's no need to go and say anything to Delusive when you know that she's really problematic in that space. Yeah. So I think that's why people are annoyed, because it is different. It's not the same as the millions of other people that people have mentioned in the comments. Like, it's not the same thing because she's not a drama talk person. So I think that's why people are bothered.
Yeah, you could have said it better, actually.
Yeah,
absolutely. I think you're right.
She comes with a sensible mind.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you were spot on there, therapeutic junkie, also.
It is. It's a really good way of putting it, actually. And you just summed it up in a few short words that it's probably said really well.
Thank you very much. Never get compliments like that on here. Usually I get told I'm weird. And
you're not weird. Oh, I'm the weird one.
No, you're not the weird one, darling.
Oh, thank you. Hello, Tiny. How are you?
I'm going to jump out. I've got to fish my cakes.
I like you all in my box, and I love you, darling. You know that.
Yeah, I love you too.
And when you come in my life, you know I keep you very safe.
Yes, I do.
You know everyone's coming to promote the lives as well. Jesus.
I've been off.
I'm going live at 8 o'clock.
I've been off a lot, off the app a lot to try and get my head sorted out a bit. And I am feeling, I was feeling.
What a day to come back, Lisa.
Just coming and knowing that I've got rooms that I can go into and that will accept me and, you know, all my flaws and I just think about how happy Nana's been and Tiny when I've been in Tiny's room, and I thought,
you know what,
I don't want to lose that.
I've got your back, and you know what, darling, you know you're very safe, and I'm being handed out. You know, you're safe on my, you know.
I love it. I do. I love it.
Thank you.
Wow, this is definitely lesbians. 100% lesbians.
Oh yeah. No, oh dear, you got me.
No, but I came up to say one more thing. I did come up to say one more thing.
Oh, go on, Karen.
Why is it just Nanna love? Every time I go off for a minute, I come back to do some moderating. Very good at moderating.
There was shit.
It kicked off. I go away for a minute. Then I come back and it's all kicking off. Can you give me a warning at the...
How am I meant to do that?
The pace. It's fast.
Can I just say as well, I think Frankie's got the bailiffs at his shop.
Yeah, he said stop struggling. He said stop shouting.
He's got the bailiffs at his door.
Can I just say, I don't know, Alex, Pale and Red, and especially Red, how you all do it with all this amount of people in your room, I fucking do not know.
You've done a brilliant job though.
I want to give my mouth back.
You've done a brilliant job.
Oh, Alex, I asked Sugar Bliss today who we're winning the competition, and guess who's winning?
Me.
Yeah.
Yay!
I don't even think anyone bought anything.
The time
What
of
were
the year,
yours?
then. Do you know I muted myself.
Can I ask the question?
Go on, Kieran. Spit it out.
Go on. No, that comment you said. No, I'm going to have a go at you now. I come in here every day. This is what I do. Nanna will tell you. This is what I do. I come up and down as many times as I want. So thank you very much. Mr. Peter Alex Brigham.
It's alright, Kieran.
You dump us when you, as soon as you,
I'll decide for that sentence later, mate.
He wants to make you a song, Alex.
What's that?
I want to make you a song.
No, you said you. Oh no! Don't you get out of it now? You said you want to make Alex one.
Kieran was spitting the lyrics to Rap God. Then I didn't understand. Carry on, mate.
No, because I think Nanna a song. I would play it for you, but I can't. Do you want me to play it? The song I sing to her every day.
It does sing it every day.
The way to fix it.
Just Nanna.
No, I know
At the
that.
bedroom. Just Nanna at the bedroom. On the arm. Just Nanna. She does a bit of contouring. She does a bit of the upright face. She does a bit of all sorts, really. Just Nanna. She had the bedroom on the arm. Just Nanna. There you go.
Well, where's the bedroom come? That's a fucking one in it.
What you want about the bedroom?
You said the bedroom.
I said the bedroom.
Oh, best room. I thought you said bedroom.
I thought he said
That
bedroom.
ninja's really cheap in TikTok shop. Frankie's got it quite cheap. That ninja. Is that a slushy maker?
I could make you one, Emmett.
Oh, I'd love to have a slushy maker.
Yeah. My son wants one for Christmas. Sorry, but is that the slushy maker, Frankie? Because I'm interested in that for that price. Because I was going to get a cheaper one that was not much cheaper than that, and I'd rather get a ninja. Sorry. ADHD brain. Sorry.
Frankie, if you give me a slushy maker for Christmas, I'll advertise your shop for you.
Oh, 120 quid in this
Oh,
shop.
God, it though.
Oh no, it's 120 quid off it. It's 229, but that is really good.
Is that those women in there this afternoon, isn't it?
Your shop's shutting down. Why is it shutting down?
Oh, he's joking.
Oh.
So it is a slushy machine.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, I'm gonna have to have a look at that. I hope it doesn't sell out by next week.
Andrea, by the way, love.
Hello?
Oh, it's all right. Just wondered if you were there.
By the way, Andrea, love, I'll send you a message.
Okay, Kieran.
Yeah.
Would you like me to go and check it now?
No, it's not. It's not really. It's not really urgent. It was urgent a minute ago, but then it's all calmed down a bit now. So we're all right.
All right.
Broken my doors practice. I just don't have enough plugs in my kitchen. There's never there's never any surface left to put all the ninjas and other.
Oh, all the ninjas. How many ninjas do you got?
No, but everyone else seems to have. I don't have an air fryer. I feel like I'm the only one.
Oh, yeah. Now I'd rather have an air fryer than a
Get
slushy
it in
maker.
ninja air fryer. Oh, yeah.
I would love to have one. Frankie, I'd love one of them for Christmas too.
But you know,
Frankie sells plugs.
There's Black Friday coming on Amazon soon, so you know.
Yeah, on the 20th, innit?
Yes, it is, and I got mine last year
Thank
from
you,
there.
darling.
Absolutely brilliant, darling.
I'll have to see if Amazon's cheaper.
Oh, do you want to hear something really cute? my son come up to me yesterday morning and he said, Mum, guess what? Look at what I'm going to get you for Christmas.
Oh.
And I looked at it and it was a coffee maker. And he was like, I was like, oh, nice. And he goes, how much? Guess how much? I said, well, it's be a lot of money for that one. He said, no. So he showed me. Oh, bless him, because he's got learning difficulties. It was only the mat. The mat. It was, and he couldn't make it out. He said, but Mum, he said it's $14.99. I said, really? And that's just the mat. And he was looking and he kept on just getting the mat. Oh, but it was so sweet. The thought of it.
Yeah.
Aww, that's nice.
Yeah, it's just things. I mean, I said to him, I just want him to like cook me dinner. That's all I want this year for Christmas. I don't really. We'll have a nice dinner together and
lovely.
Yeah.
Why every time Alex leaves has he never ever ever said goodbye? I don't think I've ever even heard that word from him.
Because they're gonna find out the lady and send them a picture of it.
It's gonna get you some full standard, Karen. Your mod badge is gonna go.
Oh yeah, I forgot a mod for him.
And you, Fame, thank you.
I only did that because I wanted to get in his box.
Well, I've got an headache.
I have
me too.
Them big ears, Andrea.
It does frustrate me now. I tell you now, it does frustrate me when people say like you can't have your opinion.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I don't think we were going at her I don't know, we wasn't bullying, was we?
No.
We're allowed our opinion. This is what annoyed me with society today. Everyone says, oh, you're allowed your opinion, but when people actually voice their opinion, do people want to listen?
Maybe I came across a bit abrupt because I was quite loud and angry, but I was angry at what I seen on the FYP.
Yeah, but it had nothing to do with money. It had nothing to do with anything like that. It was about when you say you come on and you stand on your morals, but then you're also sitting there saying, and people are connecting with you because you've gone through something. You're going to have to expect people are going to be disappointed and upset.
Yeah,
in the fact that
this is what I think. I think it's like you just Nanna, can I use you in as a sample?
No. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like if I saw you in the Lucy or anyone that I don't like, you know who I don't like, so I don't have to say the name. If you were in there about this, if you were in there about this, I would unfollow you straight away because I have built up that loyalty to you, and if I saw you in there about this, I would be like, hold on a minute.
Exactly.
When I used to go in and I used to go into a different room, I'm not going to mention the name because it doesn't need to be brought up. I used to go, when I first came out of hospital, I thought I found a nice room and I thought...
Oh, I know who you're on about.
And I thought that I was, I felt, it started to feel important. And then when I felt like they threw me under the bus and let someone try to come in and have a go at me, and I was like, oh my God, how, I thought that I'm your mod and you're just letting this person come in. And that was what I found really different. That's why I don't like, I'd rather people be upfront with me.
Yeah. Like I've been on this app for 4 years, right? And I've been in 3 different like groups like this sort of thing, where you are in the box and, and this one, honestly, it feels so different. It
does.
I've got like so much more trust in, and I know I've never met you and I haven't even known you all that long, but I have, I am getting that trust there with you. It does feel different in here.
It shows in your videos as well, Angie. You've come so far. You know, the person that I met in Daz's, your confidence has grown so brilliantly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matthew.
And I also think
this is the thing.
Thank you. As well. It's very important as well
Yeah.
But it just disappoints me when people are coming in and they're saying, "Come on, let's be real. No one's your friend. No one's this. No one's that." But I'm sorry, but there's a lot of people that do build up trust in people's room because they connect to what they're saying. So if someone's lost somebody and they connect to you that way, or they've gone through something like DV, anything like that, they connect to you. So then when you go and gift, and it's not about the money, like Alex said, even if it was a rose, it's like a kick in the teeth to the community. Do you know what I mean? And letting people think it's okay. I would want to be the better person to that person.
No, I agree. I'm sorry, but I say it as it is. And I think the reason why I love this room as well is just you, Nana, but also I think that I'm not the only person to have gone through different crap. You know, most of the people in this room have their own stories and their own pain to deal with. And, you know, it's normal. And no one in this room makes you feel like your pain is not worth it. Like some people say, oh, tissue for your issues. But people in this room realise that people have feelings and they care. So that's what's different about this room, and obviously Tiny's as well. Yeah. But yeah, it's there's no way I feel like I feel inadequate, you know? I feel like I do belong.
The likes of Jacqueline, who came up and said, just take her for example, like she watched Hayley from the beginning and she still says she's absolutely amazing what she does, but she subs to her, she's been in a Discord, she's been with her from the start, and like she says, just by doing that one thing, she's very disappointed. But that people are allowed to have that disappointment. You know what I mean? And it's up to that individual then to see if they forgive or not, innit? Or stay in that room.
Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one.
Yeah, and it's not like it's people having this sort of weird black and white way of looking at it. So it's either you think you're friends with everyone on the app, and so you're always going to be disappointed because you're too sensitive and you shouldn't be on it, and no one's your friend, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or it's completely the other way, and that's just not. That there's loads of shades of grey and nuance that people miss out. It's not just a question of, oh, you know, no one's friends on the app, so it's not about that at all. And it's not even, for me, it's not even really about morals. It's more about your judgment. If you morally did it for a different reason, or the intention was completely not what everyone thinks, it still kind of highlights a bit of an error of judgment that people should be calling out, because that helps you become a better person for your community, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
I am letting people speak. I've actually been quiet a lot.
Why are you saying that?
Oh, some latitude said you need to let others speak. Well, I have been.
I'm really bad for that, and I've been muting, trying to make sure I shut up.
Me out.
Thing.
Lisa, don't take no notice. It's not the people that are normally in here, so don't take no notice.
Yeah, but it gives me a complex.
Like Luke,
but Listen to
like
what I'm
Luke
saying
says, you don't have an opinion unless you send a note me. So
Yeah,
send a note me, please.
These people, Lisa, aren't in here. Are not in here on a regular basis. So please,
good.
You have been good. So stop listening to them.
The thing is, you come in here, you're comfortable, so you're just being you, which you should be.
She's done a video, Nana.
Who?
Hayley.
Oh, saying what?
Just saying that, again, just saying her reasons why she gifted Angie, and then saying that people that have had opinions on her today are the people that come to her 24/7. So isn't that negatively impacting their room and viewers?
But I don't come to her 24 hours of the day. I usually am come to in Alex, who's come to in her.
You hear me? Yeah. Nana?
Yes, Rachel?
Can you hear me?
I can.
I'm new to this side of TikTok, but Marshall, I'm with my son. I only want to just come in for a minute, Nana, because
of course.
I don't know. I feel my anxiety just being in the box. Like I feel a bit scared. But can I just? I find this room a really safe room, and I've been on TikTok for 5 years.
Can I just tell you a little bit about my background, what's happened? This is why I find your room safe.
Absolutely.
When people say they've had an hard life, I have had an hard life. Basically, I'm 52. When I was in care, I got raped by they were called a key worker, but it's someone that works in there. That's as they say, got receipts. I hate all this receipt crap. But anyway, and it is triggering. And then I got with someone, and my son Cody, I've got 3 adult sons and I've got a daughter, but with my son Cody, this is triggering as well. I was in a domestic violence relationship, and when my son was 12 weeks old, I took him down to get his jabs done. Cut story short, I thought he was crying because of his jabs. Basically, worked out. I took him hospital that the father had broken both of his legs, so then I had that to deal with. Yeah, I've gone through a hell of a lot. Then there was some bad. Then I was in another domestic relationship 7 years ago, and he broke my pelvis at another one. But I've gone through so much crap, and when I sit on here and not like. I am my anxiety, so thank you, Nana, for having me in here. I need someone that I can talk to with real people that are not going to judge, and it is hard, and I've just come out of another coercive relationship, and then, I was homeless, and my life has been absolutely terrible, but I am usually an happy person, and I am a bit disappointed in Hayley, because I did like her true crime, I loved all stuff like that, and to sit here and I don't know, I find it's just, this is new to me, this side of the, as I say, the pitching TikTok side of it, but I just want to say thank you, Nana, that I do feel really safe in this room, and it's like I'm currently homeless at a minute in a then when people beg on here like Ange and all that, and it really gets my back, because when I gift, I want to be able to gift big gifts, but I'm not in that situation to do it,
But it's not about that. When you listen, Rachel, when you're in a community and you feel safe in that room, it's not about gifting and money and all that. It's got to be that we're all there for each other. We can all feel safe enough to be around each other. You'll find that many people in the room, people that have gone through things, they will also say to you, just give me a message. Anyone.
That's what I was just about to say. I'll give you a follow, Rachel. You can message
every one of us, all of us will absolutely take our time out to make sure you're okay. Same as like Barbara when she came up last night. There's been a few people that's come up and and spoken, and you're more than welcome in here to tell your story.
Yeah, and that's what I feel. And then, I'm sorry to say it, Marsh, but when I was with my first ever love, I used to be a healthcare. I'd done it for 15 years, so that was like my antidepressant. That job. Yeah. And it was New Year's Eve, and I'd had a terrible car accident because I used to do domiciliary care work. Yeah. And I only had about 2 or 3 months' pay left on my finance on my car. And bugger me, I had an accident and writ it off on New Year's Eve.
All right, don't read it, junkie down.
And then I got with Pete, and that's how he was you always have loves, don't you, in your life? He was my first ever boyfriend that, and I was like young, and we loved each other, and we got back together, but it was him that we had the domestic violence, and he broke my pelvis, and so that finished. And then the relationship that I've just come out of now, this is why I'm in not a home, what is it, Marshall? So I'm with my son Marshall in a hotel, so I'm finding it really hard. But then Pete died, and I still loved him. It doesn't matter what they do to you, it's hard to walk
but that's
out.
your right.
Yeah, and he died. What was it, Marshall? 3 years ago, didn't he? And then my son's dad, Nigel, he was one of the loveliest men. That's who I've got my son with here now, Marshall. So we've had all that. He was lovely, and he passed away 2 years ago. So that's been quite kind of hard, but you know, a lot of it is triggering, but sometimes you just, because I haven't got any friends, I keep myself to myself. And like, you know, I was in a bad place when I was with Pete. I became like, I was anti-drugs and anti-alcohol. I ended up having one drink. He'd do me a drink because he was a drinker, and then the next thing, I was an alcoholic, literally, a functioning alcoholic, and then a snowy user. And then I got myself clean. It's just over about 40 months ago. I've not touched nothing. I'm so
well
proud
done
of
to you.
myself.
Well done. Well done.
You know, so I
I know,
find,
Tess,
like,
amazing, isn't it?
yeah, and it weren't. I was on TikTok for 5 years, and that's what I said, Nana. I've only found this side of the nastiness, like, since I've been in this hotel that I'm in for the narcissistic relationship that I've come out of. So that's why I'm homeless. But I've got good support, like, not social workers, council. They've been really good trying to get me somewhere.
Yeah.
But literally, like, and I just, when I come across your page, and like, you know, when you've been through that, some of us need that, like you all say, that, like, you do need friends, you know. And I'm a bit disappointed in Hayley because I really loved her, but you know, sometimes you don't want to be that. You do need people that you can,
Andrea.
like, because my son Marshall, like, you know, he's my best friend, but then sometimes, like, when I have meltdowns, like,
I know, I understand that, Mr. Jane. Yeah. I understand that, Rachel.
I just feel like he's all I've got. Like, I've got me other kids, but we've always had a bond, haven't we, mate?
Yeah.
And like,
You know what?
I just want to say thank you, and that's why I wanted to tell my story, because I have gone through a lot, and I need people, like, proper friends, like, because you can be friends.
You listen to me, Rachel.
Sorry, I just need
no,
someone,
Don't be sorry.
Honestly, don't be sorry. Let me just speak to Rachel 1 minute, guys. So let me just tell you, Rachel, right? You are now in the community of just Nanna, and we've all got you. Every one of us have got you.
Yeah.
So you ever need to message, you need anything, you can message us, even if you need a chat, whatever it may be, we're always going to be there. So please, everyone follow each other up. Make sure that we're all doing that.
I followed you.
Just another 2 things, like, I have suffered depression, like, for it's about 20 years, and I am a strong person. And I've got osteoarthritis now, so I can't work. So my medication of I call my medication of being a healthcare assistant. I can't do that because of the pain, so I've lost that as well, because I loved the elderly. They kept me going, and I loved that job, and so I've lost that. And also, like, I unalived myself with Pete, who I was with, and I actually passed away the first time, and I didn't know what had gone on. And my sister and my mum and stepdad come to the hospital. I didn't know what had gone on, and I was like on a life support machine. Like, I can't remember what it was called, but it wasn't a life support machine, but it was like for your stats, because I was that bad. And my sister, and she just cried, and she goes, I'd said to my sister, I said, why did they save me? And, you know, and to that day, and I, like, still wish that I weren't in. And then I'd done it again, and then I had another one, and they were going to section me, but my sister picked me up from the hospital, and they never sectioned me. The police come round. I said, no, I don't want, I'm fine. You know, so I'm doing all right. So, you know, I just don't, I feel bad that I put it on my son, and I don't want to worry him, but I've got nobody, because I keep myself, and I've had to stay away from people that you think they're friends, that you're on drugs. They're not your friends, so I just keep myself to myself, Nanna, and that's the way that I want to be, you know. So, but yeah, so I thought I just wanted to tell you a little bit of background, because, but yeah, I do. I just want to say I love your page, Nanna, and I thought it's just, I don't know, it's like when you want to talk to people, and so I just, so thank you, everyone.
Can I just say something? You know, if Nanna's never on and I'm on my live, you can always come on mine, darling, as well.
Oh, it's lovely in there.
Can you add me then? Because I don't know, and then I'll follow you back.
Rachel.
Yeah,
Can I just say, like what you've just said about you sometimes feel like, guilty or whatever, if you're putting it on your son, and I understand that because I feel exactly the same with mine.
There's many people on here, Rachel, that have gone through similar things or can relate to you. And so, honestly, there's so many people in here that will reach out.
Say that I was listening to your story, and I can really what's the word? Relate to the. I mean, I'm lucky I've got my home, so that's different.
Yeah.
But I don't have no friends.
Yeah.
I keep myself to myself. My daughter's in care.
Yeah.
My son is brilliant. He's got learning difficulties, but he's amazing. He's just beautiful. And I'm so glad I found this room because, I was really, really bad. I felt really bad. I thought I was going to end up admitting myself back in hospital Friday. But I just give myself a kick up the bum.
Yeah.
But it's a lovely room, and
and I think sometimes, I have that councilwoman, they're a bit weird because I'm on my own day. I said, but I like my own space. I do. The only time I go out is I've just come to you, mate. And sometimes I'll go a week with locking myself in because I just can't go out. And then you see all these, I can't swear on here, these fucking beggars. Sorry. But it winds me up because I sit here, and that's why I wanted to sort of give you a bit of background about myself, because I have generally gone, my sister said, do you know what, Rachel, you should write a book, but I'm not
you should.
I wouldn't know where to start. But sometimes when you're sitting on your own, because that's when I went into that hotel that the council put me in, that was about 3-4, but this is the 4th week I've been in there, and that's why I found you lot, and this is how I come about this side of the nasty, I call it the nasty side. But then I found your room, Nana, and I'm just happy that sometimes you do need people that you can talk to, and when you haven't got anyone. So I just wanted to say thanks, Nana. And
let me just tell you, Rachel, you are a part of a community now, and let me tell you, we've all got you.
Yeah,
you've just found the best room on TikTok, Rachel.
Yeah, and same as if any of you ever want to have a chat, I'm always. I'm always at my boxes open. The thing is, I have got a heart on me, and I am there for anyone. But but
you do though. You do know that it's okay not to be okay. You need to make sure that you look after yourself as well. Be kind to yourself. Because you're important as well.
Yeah, and I don't want to put my family through that again. My son, and and I feel a bit guilty that he's lost his dad, because he was how old was his dad? 48. And he was the loveliest guy, he really was. So that's been a bit of a.
But you know what? He's got you.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And you've got each other. So please know that, and just have comfort in that, because people on here, they can be alone. Do you know what I mean? So I've comfort in the fact that you've got each other, but now you've also got a community that will absolutely be behind you.
But thanks for everyone for letting me have me waffle. But now you know me story, and
you're welcome.
We can all. But can you boot me out the box, because I don't know how to do
I
it.
will, Rachel.
Thanks for
everybody.
Thank you,
it was lovely to meet you, Rachel. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nana.
You're welcome.
Bye. Take care.
Take care.
And you lot. Thank you.
Bye, darling. Bye.
Boot me out.
This is lovely, isn't she? This is what I'm saying. When people come on, there's many people that go through so much in their life. Do you know what I mean? And they're just, even just getting a little bit out helps, because it makes you feel that a little bit lighter. Do you know what I mean?
And she probably won't even realise how much she's actually helping other people by telling her story.
Yeah.
Because other people will sit there and, look at how she's handling things.
Yeah.
And then maybe having a bad day, and they'll be like, oh my God, that woman is so brave.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to look up to that lady. And, because although she did cry, she was very strong when she was talking.
Absolutely.
That's amazing achievement.
To be able to tell your story, and especially to other people, you know, when it, you know what I mean? It's not a one-on-one thing, and, you know, other people are listening. It's not an easy thing to do.
It's not. And to get in a box and to try and tell your story, and you could hear it from the beginning. You could hear that she was anxious. Yeah. Thank you for the Mama G for the treasure box. She was anxious to start with, but she's done it. She's got it out, what she wanted to say, and now everyone knows a bit about Rachel. And absolutely, she's got the support of the community behind her. Absolutely, she has, same as anybody else in here.
And I've got my brother, he's got handicap and Downs, and I look after him. And I've had a very hard life. Very hard life.
Yeah.
And guess what? It's made me strong, and I'm here.
Yes, that's it. Not everybody gets to tell their tale, do they? So at least we're all here to tell our tale and to tell. And like Lisa just said, like, people can relate. People can relate to so much, whether it's through alcohol, mental health, drugs, anything like that. People can relate. And I honestly applaud anybody that can tell their story and be there for others. I think the people that do go through the most are the ones that want to have that empathy and to help people. I really do.
Thank you for the coin, Mama Jean.
Thank you. Yeah. I do believe that. Thank you.
This is what I've always said, and this is going to be, I think, probably like the 6th time I've said it. Like finds like.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, Prestige, darling.
Yeah, I must admit, I think this community, and obviously finding Tony as well, is made me like realise that I don't have to hide away, and I just stay away just to get my head together and then come back, and you know.
But that's an amazing thing that you're doing that though, Liz, that you're coming on, but then you're finding yourself not being, thank you, Abby, you finding yourself that it's too much on here. So what you've done is you've taken yourself away and give yourself a couple of days and then come back. That's really more about you.
Would other people do that? I don't think they would.
Nana, Lupa just said Alex is with Hayley in Edgy's box.
What?
Oh God.
Sorry guys, but you know, there is gossip.
It's alright, we love a bit gossip. Well, I don't.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, we must love the gossip because we're on Drama Talk and we're watching it. So
this is, it is Drama Talk, but this really is like a safe room. We don't slag people off in their
No.
This is why I'm in here all the time.
Yeah, you get the gossip, and you know, it's still a nice room.
What? If Nanna started beating everyone, I wouldn't be in there often much. But I do love it in here because I can be myself.
Yeah.
And me.
Yeah, which is very important.
Kieran, and we love you for it. You're amazing.
And because we get to know her on a deeper level.
What's going on between you and Alex?
Exactly.
That's that question. If me and Corey are friends, what would you go in?
Anyway, I'll mute.
And you mentioned what went on.
Yeah, I'll mute as well.
If he was unknowledgeable, well then, when you went live and you was in the fucking and Corey went into a live and Corey was on live.
What day? When? Like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? When?
When was it, guys? When she did it?
I don't know, Alex. That's why. But I don't get interested into this. You said you don't want to speak to me. That's cool. But I never asked Corey anything about you. Say about racism. I never knew you. I didn't know you had been racist. You've been accused of being racist or any of those things. I've never had that conversation with Corey.
Thank you.
Now you're thinking I've done something that I haven't even done.
But you have though.
No, I haven't, Alex.
You have, Hayley. This is the situation. You have done.
This is not true. Why didn't you get mad at me that time then, when me and Corey were laughing about you being racist? Then, if it happened.
No, you never laughed about it. That's what I'm saying.
What did I say then?
You knew about the situation, but you allowed him.
I didn't.
Oh my God. You allowed.
Alex, listen to me. I've been promised my life.
But it's insignificant, Hayley. It's regardless anyway.
Well, why are we talking about if it's insignificant?
Because what I'm saying to you is, you can't say to me and start having that point where, I wouldn't have Corey in my box after that situation. Well, you've done that today.
No, Alex, the other day I said to you, he was literally calling me the worst, things that could impact me and my children, a drug addict, all this stuff. And me and you had both decided on the phone together to go live about the whole Ollie situation. Yeah. And I felt at that point you should have said to her, well, she didn't start the whole thing because me and her had a conversation behind the scenes that we were going to go live and do it. It was just on her platform. So I wasn't angry at you. I said on my live, I felt upset. I felt like, oh my God, I'm taking all this flack from someone like Corey, who used to be my friend, and you're in the box laughing with him, and he's shouting big up the KKK and all this, and you're having a right laugh. And meanwhile, I felt alone, and I felt really, really like, and I messaged you straight away, told you how I felt. You've never spoke to me since, and ignored any message I sent to you, which was cool. And even yesterday, I was upset. I told you the other day, out of every creator on this app, I won't care anyone turns to me, but if you do, I'd be probably upset.
But the thing is, you'd gone live 2 times and mentioned me in ways that you know how it would look on the app, saying about, I wouldn't sit with that, my morals isn't that, my morals isn't that. So when you're saying that about people, your community...
my morals.
Yeah, but I've seen your community in comment sections on videos, like Donna...
How can I be responsible for my community? I said,
No, Hayley, you're not twisting this. It's because of what stuff you put out. People are only going to listen to you and what you've gone through. So if you're going live and saying, oh, Alex's morals basically the same as my morals, people are going to start digging at me. That's how it works. That's how the app works. So when you're basically...
So I'm not supposed to speak from my experience or how I feel?
No, but how can you feel that way? How can you possibly feel that way, Hayley? That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, right, you're saying, did you not watch? The thing is, you had an opinion on something, right? Corey went in my box, and as soon as he mentioned you, I said, leave Hayley out of this. You better fucking apologise to her. That's what I said to Corey.
I realised when I walked out the door how heavy it was.
What was said? I don't know who fed you the information. You clearly never watched the live. Because as soon as Corey jumped in there, I said, leave Hayley out of it and fucking apologise to her. That's what I said to her.
Okay, well, she told me that. She's ignored me ever since.
No, but that's the thing.
So I'm supposed to guess. And I'm supposed to guess how you're acting when you don't tell me and you don't talk to me and you just ignore me. So I'm supposed to have all this knowledge that I don't have. And I'm supposed to know about what happened between you and Corey weeks ago about racism or something I never saw and never heard about. But I'm supposed to just know. You have my number, message me and tell me those things then.
So, okay then, so how can you have your opinion on my live if you didn't watch it, Hayley? That's my whole point. So you've gone live saying about me and my morals and all this stuff. You clearly never watched my live, so people have drip-fed you information about my live, which isn't the truth.
I tried to have the conversation, but if you'd messaged me, Alex, then I would have gone live and done a public apology and said, look, I didn't see Alex say this, and I didn't realise he did say this to Corey, but now I know about it, I'm going to say, because we were friends, yeah? So you could have asked me or told me at any time. You could have told me at any time and I would have taken it back. At that time, I was just upset. I felt alone and I went live. I spoke to my people. I said, I'm not hurt about Alex. I'm just a little bit disappointed because I felt like that's what happened. So why didn't you say to me, no, that's not what happened? Instead, you decided to ignore me and then go live and say, I don't like her, which I don't know what you
But the next day, you went live in the morning after everything had kicked off. I didn't get a chance to speak to anyone. And you started saying about, oh, I feel like it's me that's getting the backlash. Not me for 4.5 hours in boxes defending us while you had stuff planned, obviously you had a dress fitting or whatever. But at the end of the day, for 4.5 hours in boxes, and I can tell you now, for them first 4.5 hours in the morning, everyone was talking about it. I was in multiple boxes defending myself, including yourself as well, saying at the end of the day, it wasn't just Hayley, it was me as well. Have you not seen these clips? Last night, prime example, I was Cam 2 and Rickster, Courtney was in the box, lying again, and yet again, I was defending the situation again. But this is the problem.
I'm not too big to say, Alex, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. And I'm sorry if I made you feel that way. I'm sorry if that's what you thought.
I ain't apologising to Courtney for fucking shit. Let me tell you that.
I'm saying to you, I'm saying sorry if you felt like...
about in the comment section, something we both apologising. Let me tell you now, we Cam 2 that woman and 1,700 people in my life seeing how many lies last night happened from what came out of Courtney's mouth. I got no interest in that.
Same thing last night. I haven't jumped into boxes to keep this going. I've not spoke about the whole situation since, so I don't understand why even last night she jumped into Rickster's box and kept it going if she wanted it to all stop, because no one else has spoke on it.
The thing is, I always think, do you know what it is? The only issue I ever have on this app is people pointing the finger at fucking me and going,
yeah, I'm alright, Tara, are you down? Sorry, I went to the toilet.
It's not going to change. People having an opinion on Corey in my life, it's not going to change. If I like someone,
How dare you go for a wee-wee?
Like someone, no one can tell you who not to like. But it seems to be, people ain't actually pulling up the situation. They're always looking for an excuse for me and Corey.
Yeah, I blocked it now, sorry guys.
Don't get it twisted, me and Corey have words, and if I do something wrong, Corey will say something. But at the end of the day, it doesn't always have to be on app. You know what I mean? And this is the problem.
I do agree, Alex. You do pull Corey up.
This is what I mean. It's mad.
I like Corey.
Thank you, Tara.
Corey. I've got no problems with Corey. I don't like some of the things that he does and that. But I do like him. You know, I love you, Alex. You know how much I love you. I like Hayley. All I wanted to understand when Just Nanna was going off. I love Just Nanna as well, by the way. All I wanted to understand is how can Just Nanna, who was one of the cult, until I've never gifted Angie, by the way, one of the cult. Yes, she's realised it now because she came to you. But of all the things that people were saying about her, I've never gone near the woman, but I can if I want. Who else goes into it?
The thing is, people instead of talking about the situation, Edge, like with people on the app, I find that people kind of deter and go into another way of trying to get to the point. And this is what I've been saying about the app earlier. It is nothing to do with the money situation. People can have opinions. You can't, as a community, call other people out and say that, respect our opinions because we want to support someone, and then say that your opinion's not valid. It doesn't work that way. If people want to support Hayley and be Hayley's community, that's fine. No one's digging you out for that. But what I'm saying is, then you have to also allow other people to have also opinions that are not going to agree with her as well. You have to respect both.
Absolutely, and I do. I respect that.
And that's all that was happening on here.
They're disappointed with Hayley for doing that.
Thank you, guys.
I said that, didn't I? I apologise.
Yeah, definitely.
I just think on this app it's like wild because obviously, Dan said things this week about DV and people still support, but then people are mad at me about the Angie situation. I didn't support her over the DV thing, and if anything, like I'm saying, I hope people can try and understand from my point of view, my personal thing was just like she said a lot of bad shit about me yesterday. I watched the FYP clip where she called me a drug addict, went in on my Live Pro and that, so I thought I'm just going to go and send her a gift and be like, good luck on Live Pro. So it triggered something in her brain like, actually, she's just gifted me. I feel like a twat now after what I said yesterday.
I've been away from Angie's for a year.
That was all it was about.
The one thing that, I don't know if it's resonating with people, but when you talk about people sitting with other people or whatever and how they've said stuff, Corey, you've never advocated for DV, have you, or said you'd be a voice for us?
Absolutely not.
And Dan hasn't either, EQ hasn't. I'm not defending anything that they've said. I'm just saying we didn't look at that for that. So that's why when people are like, but EQ said this, EQ's done, we know that they've done that. We know that they've said some heinous stuff. But they're not our safe space.
Yeah, that's exactly why I've just apologised to you personally and to everyone else. If I had deeped it this morning or I hadn't just woke up or I'd thought about it or I'd got everyone's opinion first, then I would have done differently. And I'm not too big to apologise and to listen to all of your opinions. And I apologise truly for anyone that I offended.
I appreciate that. I personally do. I can't obviously speak for other people, but it's just, in the comments, people love to deflect onto other creators when that's not they're not even close to Hayley. So just I'd say that.
I think the comments are very mixy.
Yeah, all of this stems down to though, Hayley.
Hey, Jade.
You misunderstanding how this all initiated. Because what I meant by you started this was not the fact that you brought the lady to the app or anything of the such. The fact is that live went on. I rang Alex and I told Alex, I said it came from that live. Regardless whether you want to admit that or not, it is the truth. It started from the live, it trickled down, it turned into a shitstorm.
Thank you, Mickey Down.
And that's all I meant by that. But the fact that you considered that as me chucking you under the bus is bizarre. I could have said a lot worse, and I didn't. And not only that, then the next day go on, sorry.
It was the morning after. It was the things that were being said on the platform.
I know, amazing, Andrea.
I'm a drug addict and this, that, and this.
I can't stop that. I sit in fucking Angie's all the time. She comes in on Alex, so I go in Canadians.
You just said like, he's not.
Hey, Mickey Down, how are you?
Ask Alex. I go in fucking Canadian Angie's and she calls me every day under the sun. And then the only thing I can do is sit there and look like a spare prick at a party because the second I get involved, I'm involved in between three people, so I can't. It's the same as Alex will sit in boxes that don't like me and they talk about me. Alex don't say a word either. It's got nothing to do with him.
I get that, and obviously from my point of view, obviously, if I'd been on a platform they slagged you, I'll always have your back, and I'll always be like, no, don't do that. I love Corey. Like I can't get involved, Taylor. Judge people by how I judge myself, but that's just what I would have done. And I'm always in comments. If you look on the FYP page, like adding toxic down and be like, don't you dare go for a sister and stuff.
Okay, you still follow me. Shut up, you dog.
That's just how I kind of carry myself. For anyone calling me Mixie, I don't feel how I'm.
Rods, can we block out not respectful comments, please?
Oh no, leave them in here. I like calling them all dogs. None of them are dogs, by the way.
Yeah, but this is exactly, everyone's entitled to their opinion, and when people are having their opinions that obviously are supporting you, and they're going saying you're wrong, well, it's not wrong, it's someone's opinion. It's if they've got to believe it's right, they believe it's right. I thought the mockery today was, and I'm going to be honest with you, I've seen that someone sent me a clip, was in your live, and you were saying about you were doing gifting Angie, the reason why you did it and all that stuff, yeah, and people saying in your comments saying, oh yeah, we support you, Hayley, I'm glad you've done it, and then putting purple hearts as a mockery in my eyes.
Yeah, okay, I get that.
You had to go on the phone then, didn't you, Andrea? I just think you were hand up.
I understand exactly why people think what they did. And
they
I
are,
absolutely
Tara.
get it.
This pisses
so
me
I'm
off,
not saying in any way that Alex is wrong, Corey's wrong, or anyone else is wrong in the comment. A woman come up there and told me exactly how she felt, and I said, straight away, I said, I'm really, really sorry that I've let you down. I'm not blocking anyone, I'm not angry at anyone, I'm not angry at your mods or anyone else who are going for me in the comments. Because I absolutely understand on this app that every action has a reaction.
Now.
And Helen, my story's still the same. I put a video up so that it was set in stone. That it was for loads of different reasons. Pond, I'm really sorry if you're upset, honestly. I'm really sorry that you're upset. But for me, it was a deeper issue of just like, actually, I didn't do it out of spite. I think all the people that keep thinking I gifted Angie to get to Alex and the answer.
But I didn't have that opinion. My opinion was when you advocate for DV and you go into gift a woman that mocks DV, people are going to have an issue and people are going to ask questions.
It's the same thing. Like, Corey can sit with Angie and do whatever he wants, and that's cool. I send a gift and it's the end of the fucking world, and I've apologised if it's over like certain things she said. I absolutely do apologise if you've been hurt by that. Do you know what I mean?
I think you've all been so close. Sorry, I think you've all been so close in one way or another. I just, just talk it out. I'd like you to talk it out. I'm not telling you to sort it out. It's none of my business. I just think
I'm definitely not in the wrong. I'm perfect.
Yes, you are, little Welsh friend.
I'm always open. I've always open to having. Amanda, you were in the comment telling everyone you had my address. Why would you do that, dude? Like, what am I supposed to think when I get sent that comment? You have no need to keep saying that. You have no need to keep following me around the app saying weird shit and keep telling people you've got my address, I've got 3 kids here.
I just think.
But you go, oh my god, she's accused me of doing it. Stop talking about my fucking address where my kids are, then, you absolute piece of shit. Because the moment you do it, the moment you put my address anywhere on this app, it's game over. So fuck off. Literally every comment section, super subbing to anyone who says one bad thing about me off your pip. You're a fucking embarrassment. Now, anyway, where were we? I appreciate anything anyone else has to say about the situation. I will always take it. When it comes to my kids, it's different. She literally goes into every hate like that again. I've got her address. It's just weird. You want to put it out, go.
I think that's just really picky and choosy, because if this was anyone else in my eyes, and I'll be real again, you're saying here for me it's like, when we're talking about a situation, you've said, oh, but what about Dan? What about Corey? They've said this, they've said that. But that's deflection. But if it was vice versa, and if I said, oh, but at the end of the day, look at this, and everyone goes, oh, Alex, that's deflection. Talk about the task at hand. But today, it's acceptable that we can all deflect off the situation. I'm sorry. I'm not being funny. What's it got to do with Dan? What's it got to do with Corey? Got nothing to do with Corey and Dan, but yet Corey and Dan will be mentioned, and that's fact.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is the app, and it goes back and forth like that. That's
yeah,
what I just
I'm alright, guys. Honestly, I'm fine.
Just said to me, and if I did get this in the first place, obviously for me and you, we both decided beforehand to go live on my platform. So that I was just expecting you to say to him, well, yeah, it was on her live, but we both knew beforehand we were going to do that live. That was it.
It's said multiple times in many lives afterwards. I don't get. Like the other night, I said, was it last night? I said it as well. While we had 1.7k in my live, I said it exactly the same then. I've got no reason to lie or deter off any situation I've gone through. And to be honest with you, last night, fucking hell, Courtney showed herself up to be the liar that she actually fucking is. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? We was cam 2 in it, and she was going about, oh yeah, and that Alex is terrible. He was saying all these horrendous things about my daughter, and everyone was like, what the fuck? You had said nothing bad about my daughter. And this is the problem here. And she said loads of other things, which was lies. It didn't make any sense. Load of bollocks.
I do think that's right, Justin. I think a lot of it is because the app runs for 24 hours, yeah? So we're all live at different times, different things are happening, and then one's on
fucking Bill Price. Oh, God.
Nobody sees the same all the time. So people actually have a lot of, like, if Alex goes live, I don't always watch it, or I may be out, and vice versa with Corey and stuff like that. So nobody actually, thank you, Kirsty. Nobody knows all the time or is always on the same page. It just isn't.
But the thing is, when you went live, right,
can I just check with
obviously
an opinion?
Because you felt bad because I never stood by you because Corey was in my box and all this stuff, right? A lot of your
I'm not excusing why people are angry, but don't you think it's all a bit hyped up because it were on Drama Talk? Is that just me that thinking that, or is it?
Nobody is messaging.
I don't know.
That's shocking. That's shocking. That's shocking. That is because anyone.
Shut your mouth.
That's shocking because literally, I shut it down instantly in my life, and I said I didn't want to talk about it. And I said,
that's
better go on
when I voice noted you. When I voice noted you and said what I'd said on the live, at that point you could have messaged me back and gone, "Fuck off, you're wrong there."